Happy Monday. How we doing? Drop into the hat space, if you will. Still wearing the hat. Why are you yelling at me with your hat? Because I can. Alrighty. So today was fun. I actually got to do a reading, a session on energy exchange and conversational situation with a 19-year-old rapper wannabe. He's so cute. He was so cute. And we had such a fun time. We were giggling and stuff. And he kept calling me yes, ma'am. You know, that's a sweet, thing. They do ma'am out here in the West and down South and in the military and back East. We're like, you know what, buddy? You can get away with miss till I'm 98. Just so you know. But he was cute. He was very polite and sweet. And he's had some run-ins with the law and a little bit of drug problems. But he's on the, on the sober path now. So I was congratulating him on that and trying to encourage him. And then he played me some of his beats. And I said, look, honey, I love that you... He said, it was sweet. He said, I want to make it big so I can take care of my family. And that was a beautiful reason. I was like, well, listen, don't get hung up on the babes and the booze and the weed and have some weed, but not, enough to burn down a city or something. I was just giving him a little loving, big sisterly advice, motherly advice, really, 19. Ma'am. So sweet though. I don't think he's gonna come back. And I was like, look, let's just talk about this. So he played me a snippet of his beats. The beats were good. The voices were okay. But the lyrics were shitty. And they were very old school 90s hip hop rap shitty. And I'm just going out on that limb. I'm doing it. So it was a lot of N-word and twerking and bitches and hoes. And I thought, oh, please, Jesus, no. We need a new generation and new lyrics and something that honors the feminine instead of disses them and is totally misogynistic, slimy, and gross. So I got a chance to do an intervention on a young rapper, and it was awesome. It was just what I needed. Because after the Snoop Dogg shit, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I had like 3 days in bed. I had a broken heart. I felt like a friend died. Okay? And we all know, we've all had friends who've died. It's a horrible thing. And it just sets you sideways, and it makes you question your whole world and reality and what you've ever thought you've known. Like, I'm not actually friends with Snoop Dogg, just in my mind. I never met the man, probably never will. Okay, but this was like a mini Snoop Dogg at 19, and I got to kind of go, listen, you got a girlfriend out there you love. And they're cute, they're a very sweet biracial couple. He's African-American, she's Caucasian. And I said, and she's gonna listen to that and maybe just want to support you, but like go, ooh, bitches, or ooh, this. And maybe she's not, because she's probably 19 too and doesn't think anything of it. But he said he played it for his mom and she had the same reaction I did. And I was like, there you go. And so he doesn't want to disappoint his mom, but he wants to be relevant and current. So I was like, listen, keep developing yourself. And he's got a little job he's got to do some kind of, I don't know, work release thing or something. So I'm not giving away the kid's name or details or anything. I'm just giving you a story. I see, a lot of people, they come and go, and some of them stick out, and this kid stuck out I felt like the universe sent him to me to work through some of my Snoop grief. So, we can all have expectations in our minds and disappointments when another one falls, and another one falls, and another one falls, and in your mind, in your heart, when you have that cognitive dissonance of, oh, I wish I didn't know that about you. I wish I didn't. Ignorance really is bliss, But, we deal with what comes up as humans and as a collective and as individuals. And yes, I know there's a war in Ukraine. It's a false flag. They're just hyping it up. And yes, they're hurting people. People are actually being hurt. But it's like, look at this over here. Don't look what we're doing over here. So it is what I would call a false kind of a flaggy thing. Okay? False, flaggy, froggy, ribbit. I don't know why I'm saying frog, but apparently that's just, we're in the stream of consciousness. Caw in all capital letters, because we're coming at you from the hoods of Colorado. So, okay, so that's that. That was like a nice little closure for me, because the last couple of weeks have been a little rough. And not just, Snoop is a representation of a genre I never understood, to be fair, and it is not my world. And when I hear those words, being a wordsmith, being an author, being a word nerd myself, loving the energy and vibrations of words, being sort of finding them juicy and loving to hear sort of Eminem's rhythm sometimes when he's going off, even if I don't always catch every word because he's so fast. So my experience with the rap and hip hop realm is very limited, and I'm okay with that. You know, that's just, it doesn't call me, it doesn't resonate for me, and I'm much more of a, you know, eclectic sort of like folk. I like pop, some of it. I'm even finding I like some Christian music. Who knew? You know, growing up Catholic, you kind of get sick of the whole God, Jesus, whatever thing, but I'm finding some upliftment in some praise songs and worship songs and some of that Christian rock, which is kind of funny to me because I never would have thought that would be a thing when I'm 50. Like, oh, you're going to enjoy people singing about Jesus because you're going to need it because the world's going to feel so fucking evil. You're going to want like a Jesus tattoo on your fucking face just to repel the evil. But yeah, I find that for me, take it or leave it, I find that the Lucifer / Satan program and the Jesus program are really at war more than Ukraine and Russia right now. So it's fascinating to me to see how people's beliefs are clashing and crashing and our ideologies are coming up to be kind of healed and cleared and integrated. And it's just nobody's really listening to each other anymore. We're all just, and I'm guilty of it too, very much so. We're all just talking at the cybersphere and seeing where it goes and where it lands and who picks it up and who mirrors things back, or, you know, the inspiration and ball goes round and round, to catch it quickly you are bound. If you're the one to hold it last, the game for you has quickly passed and you are out. If you're old enough to remember that, then we can be friends. What else happened today? I don't know. The other day I had 3 chicks from Miami that came in. That was good. Expand your little territory. It's like, okay, you guys, now you got to follow me on YouTube. All 3 of them probably did. Woohoo! I just increased my followers by like 10%. I don't know. And it was fun. We had a great time. And then, yeah, I have it's picking up. I have some of my little regulars who come see me, and they're so sweet. It really is like a college town, so it's a lot of college kids, but then it's also women going through divorces in their 40s and 50s, which I am so proud of these women. Like, some of them, they sit there and they just spill all this stuff that maybe nobody's ever really held space or reflected back to them. Like, yeah, that sucks. Or why are you putting up with that? Or, yeah, get on with the show. You know, you can do it yourself. And I think what happens is these women come in, and a lot of the men they've been with for, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years, don't know who they are, like, at all. Not even a little bit. And I can see the sort of resentment and rage and pain that they feel. It sort of accumulates over time. So like, when these women, listen guys, if a woman when she's 45 or something, right, brings up something from when you guys were 20 or when you were 30 or even last week, and you go, oh, get over it, move on, let it go. Why are you bringing that up again? I thought we talked about that. We dealt with that. Let's go. I get that mentality because I have some, you know, really strong masculine energy. Not that you could tell. But I am a girly girl at heart, actually. I'm much more feminine at heart. And in my soul, I am, you know, pink. But anyway, so what it is, what it is. My pronouns are she and her. And sometimes we, when we're feeling adventurous. Yeah, where is it going with that? Round and round the way. So, God, the brain farts are getting worse after long days and tired and haven't slept so well. So, I guess it's gone. But anyway, the point, I think the overall point being, oh yeah, if a woman, you know, God, says something from the past and you think, why is she bringing that up now? And why can't she just be happy? Like, that's what I hear the guys who come to me say, like, I can't do anything right. She can't just ever fucking be happy. She's always bitching and moaning, complaining and whining. And the women come in and they go, I can't say anything that's emotional without him trying to fix it, diminish it, dismiss it, or invalidate it. Like, do you guys get how crazy making that is? When, you know, I had this great conversation with a friend and she said, you know, I heard this podcast or something where they were talking about if you can't allow yourself to have extremes of emotion, if you're so stuck on this stoicism thing or this regulate your emotions thing or get your shit together thing or don't be so fucking loud and emotional thing, you will fail at this human game. You know, and I mean badly, because if you can't understand your emotional body and your emotional operating system, you're not going to ever have intimacy or connection or love. Believe me, I've kind of avoided it and been afraid of it and just been like, nope, too much myself. So I kind of do understand, again, those both sides of that argument. Because, you know, I'm married to me and I'm the best husband / wife ever was. We have a great 50-year, you know, ongoing thing. I think it's working out. Now, if I want to have an open relationship with myself and let a guy in, because I am leaning in that direction, that's just my preference, then that will be a negotiation and something we'll talk about that is not about strategy when it comes to emotion. If a guy tries to come at you with strategy around your emotion, or, well, have you tried this and what do you think about that? Or why don't you just do this? Guys, don't give advice when she's in an emotional space. It's a bad idea. And I will say this for the women too. Women, don't give, you know, advice that will sound like nagging, like you're his mom and you don't think he can handle what he's trying to do. Give him a chance and give him space. And if he doesn't do it right, find someone who will and hire them and pay them, you know, and then he'll be pissed, but you'll get over it. We'll get over it. We'll move on. Okay. So, well, that's my rant and babble tonight. I wasn't really trying to yell too much, just a little bit. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, I just did a rant on Lionel Richie. We used to listen to Lionel Richie in the car. We had about 3 cassette tapes back in the day. It was Lionel Richie, it was the Bee Gees, and maybe, was it Prince? No, it wasn't Prince, actually. Lionel Richie, the Bee Gees, and there was probably Whitney Houston was a big one we used to love to listen to on road trips and stuff. So for me, to see Lionel Richie sort of patronize and kind of shit on Aretha Franklin's granddaughter, that came across my, you know, eyeballs, brainsicle. And I thought, ooh, this is so cringy to watch. And then I thought, another one bites the dust. Bye, Lionel. Bye. What does that mean? It means I a little bit kind of just go, okay, ruined that part of my childhood, ruined that part of my childhood, ruined that part of my childhood, and that part, and that part, and that part, and that part. And now I'm getting to the place where you can't really ruin anything because I know what you're doing and I don't care. And by you, I mean universe or dark aliens or gaslighting humans with access to technology because they're rich and you're not. Pretty unfair playing field, pretty shitty. Abuse of power, big fucking time, you know? So there's that. So, yeah, I'll hire you, Aretha Franklin's granddaughter. You can come sing for me anytime, honey. I can't pay you much, but we'll have a good old time. Fuck that noise. Fuck that industry that fucks little girls up anyway, literally and figuratively, gives them eating disorders, sexualizes them at too young an age, gives them complexes for life, is always making them, you know, do stuff to themselves instead of just be somewhat natural and, you know, enhance things here and there. So yeah, that's just, I'm back and forth between like the Ukraine-Russia thing and Snoop, and it's just a lot. It's a lot, and I'm tired, and I think I probably do need a detox from all this nonsense and noise. Got to go to social media rehab. It's half a joke, it's half not a joke, and I get it. We all got our something. Everybody got their something. But hey, isn't this cool? This is a ring I got at the shop I've been reading at. And it's called Merlinite. I thought it was really pretty. Really pretty. It's some kind of opalite, dendrite opalite, something like that. You rockhounds will know. So I don't have a real main point tonight. I just was tired and my thoughts were swirling and I thought I would dump them out on you. You're welcome. Okay. Have a great night. Mwah. Or day, or, you know, wherever and whenever you are.